Hey everybody, it's Ed. All right, a little bit of a different video today. I was actually thinking about songs that I used to enjoy listening to when I was just a wee lad. And when I say wee lad, I'm talking about from the ages of, 0 up until 7 years old. And the reason I picked that time frame is because I wasn't, you know, a huge music fan. I mean, I did like music, but I wasn't actively seeking music out, at that time in my life. But I do remember that there are specific songs that I did enjoy listening to. So I thought it would fun to be, actually, I should say, I thought it would be fun to make a video discussing those songs and possibly starting a thread of remembering songs from your childhood that you really enjoyed and whether or not you still enjoy them. All right, so that's what this is going to be about. So I think we're going to start with Elvis and we'll end with Elvis, and there'll be some stuff sprinkled in between that is not Elvis. Okay, but I don't have it in front of me. I do have other things in front of me to show, but the first one I'm going to talk about would be the song "All Shook Up." That's a song that I remember from as long as I can remember that I have enjoyed, and specifically what I remember captivating me about that specific song was the melody. I like the piano of it. I remember, that really gravitated towards my ears, and also the sound of Elvis just on the back of the guitar case, to keep the beat. The way that recorded and sounds just is really good. Elvis's voice, of course, and just the song itself is a great song. So I'm talking about the original studio recording of "All Shook Up." It was a song that I thoroughly enjoyed as a child, and it is still a song that I thoroughly enjoy. And when I hear it, I leave it on. If it's on Elvis radio, crank it up, sing along with it, and have a good time. So that is one example I can think of. So just to reiterate, again, I was up to 7 years old. So I'm gonna, show my age here. We're talking from the years of when I was born, 1969, up to 1976. Could be music before 1969, of course, if I heard it, back then. But mostly it is within that time frame. So you know what? The next record I'm going to show is this is something that I remember my mom playing a lot when I was really little. Neil Diamond, Cracklin' Rosie, and I got to say I definitely enjoyed this song. I liked the melody of it. I liked his voice. I just remember it was very appealing to me as a young child, and I have to say, if I still hear it today, I leave it on, and I find myself singing to it. So this definitely left an impression on me, and yeah, it's. I actually found this probably within about the last 5 years. Actually went out looking for it and was able to get a copy. So I was happy to do that, and of course I let my mom know, and she was happy as well. All right, the next song we'll talk about. We're going to go for a novelty song, actually. This is a song that I got a kick out of when I was a kid. This came out in 1975, so I was between 5 and 6 years old when this hit. This is a song by a gentleman by the name of Benny Bell, and it is called Shaving Cream. And if you never heard it, it's like I said, it's a novelty song. It sounds like it's like a throwback to something from maybe the 20s or the 40s, but it has a little play on words where you keep thinking that they're going to say something that they don't say, and instead they say shaving cream. So it's 5, 6 year old. This was hysterical. Does it still stand up? It depends. It's not as risque as it was considered back in the day. However, I did play it for my son, probably when he was about 12, and I think he chuckled. So I don't know, but do I listen to it anymore? I think the last time I played it was when I played it for my son, and I was just like, yeah, that really didn't go over very well. But all right, All right. Let's go with Elvis. Another Elvis. Burning Love. This is definitely a song I can remember as a child really enjoying. So probably when it first came out. So I was about 3 at that point, and I do remember my parents playing it, and I do remember enjoying it. And I remember when I saw him at the Coliseum in '75 when he played it, I was so happy, and you know, that was really good. So, do I still enjoy Burning Love? I do still enjoy it. But there are times where I may change the station if it's on, or I may push next. Definitely, doesn't have the same impact as it did when I was younger, but I still do enjoy listening to it from time to time. So, good song. All right. And I only have a couple left to show you, so we'll break it up. Let's do one more Elvis, and then we'll do something else, and then we'll end it with Elvis. So here's a song from the Today album, and the song I'm talking about is Fairytale. So this came out in '75. Okay, so I was 6 years old when I heard Fairytale, and as a kid, I loved the song Fairytale. I don't know what it was about it, but I just wanted to hear it over and over and over again. So, yeah. But now, fast forward to me just about to be 51 years old, I cannot stand the song Fairy Tale. Anytime I start hear that twangy guitar sound at the beginning, and my whatever hair I have on the back of my neck stands up, and I immediately turn it off and go to the next thing. So I don't know. If you enjoy the song Fairy Tale, please don't be offended. You're allowed. It's okay. Just want to make sure everybody knows that. All right. All right, and the next one, I had the 45. I can't find it, so I pulled out the album. Paul McCartney Ram. I got this cheap, and the only reason I got it was for the one song, which is, anybody? Anybody? Uncle Albert, Albert Halsey. I remember hearing this song. I was probably, I'm going to guess between 3 and 4 years old. When did it come out? I don't even know what year this came out. But my cousins, whatever, they had the 45, and I remember being over their house, and they were playing it. And, it was one of those little rinky-dink kid record players, with a mono speaker in it from back in the '70s. And I just remember being mesmerized by, the sounds I was hearing, the rain sound, the thunder coming out, off a record from a little speaker, the unique way that Paul did his voice, when the talking on the telephone part starts. It just, as a child, it really, really mesmerized me, and I really enjoyed that song. So, but yeah, do I still enjoy it today? Well, you can see I have the album, so, and I do play the song frequently. I haven't played it in a while, but there was a time when I was playing it frequently. So, yeah, I still enjoy this song immensely today. So, good for you, Paul. Good for you. All right, and the last one we're going to talk about is going to be The Wonder of You by Elvis. In my earliest recollection, I got to be honest with you, it's All Shook Up and The Wonder of You. These are the two songs that I finally remember. You know what? I just thought of one more. So you know what? Let's put this down for a second. The other one I thought of is Devil in Disguise. Yeah, no, that one sticks out, and I do remember as a young child, because my aunt had the Golden Records Volume 4. It had Devil in Disguise on it, and I remember I would be at her house and I would play that over and over again. And yeah. And then at my other aunt's house, she had this 45. We had it too, but I just remember at my aunt's house, she would let me play with her record player. So I put this on and I would just listen to it over and over and over again. And she had one of those record players that had like one of them old-timey phonograph needles, and turntables with the horn, I'm sorry, not a horn, a cone speaker that would come out of the tone arm. It was really, really cool, from back in the day. But I remember I would play this over and over and over again, and I still love this song. It's probably my favorite Elvis song. I have other Elvis songs that have, of course, come into my life since, and other music, of course, that has come into my life since. But again, I wanted to go from, a time frame of really before I started appreciating and enjoying music, on my own, and reaching out and discovering my own things that I really enjoy to listen to. So, if you want, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, or if there's any music that you enjoyed as a child that you no longer listen to or still listen to, vice versa, whatever. And or you can make a video, and if you want, put a link in the description so I can check it out. And I would love to see it. So I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts. All right, everybody. I hope you're all holding up okay. And as always, just be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and take care.